What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the preview of the Manchester City game against Brentford. This is it, the last Manchester City game for more than a month, nearly 6 weeks until Manchester City play again. So my last preview now for Manchester City for 6 weeks as we pause the domestic season, which will see the Winter World Cup in Qatar taking place instead. But first, it's over to the Etihad Stadium. It's Manchester City taking on Brentford on Saturday, November 12th, 2022, with a 12:30 PM GMT kickoff time. Anyone going, do enjoy yourselves. It's the last chance to see the boys in blue live till just before Christmas. I will also be doing a live stream watch along for you guys to enjoy. Link will be out later on tonight. Also, the game is live on BT Sport if you're wanting to watch this game in the UK. So before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then do subscribe. Social media links there in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, my email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, do leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 200 likes once more is the aim. Also, don't forget to let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. And lastly, this video is sponsored and it's brought to you by Betmate, who are running pound pots for this game, paying up to 30 places. First place gets a whopping £190.50. Second place getting £112.50. Third place getting £75. And fourth place getting £52.50. It's a £5 entry fee. You can use code JSGC5 on sign up for a free £5 bet, so you can enter this pot using the free bet. The QR code to download Betmate is on the screen, or the link is in the description if you want to go and download Betmate. Anyone that does download Betmate using my links does help to support the future content created here on my channel. Anyone that does use my sign-up code for a free £5 bet on Betmate also helps to support the future content created here on my channel. I will speak more about Betmate later in the video. So let's speak about our opponents. Brentford, formed 1889, currently sitting in 11th place in the Premier League table. They're on 16 points from 14 games and they're led by manager Thomas Frank. Now, they've drawn their last 3 games in all competition. They've not won in 5 games. This is a good time for us to be playing Brentford. They drew their last home game in the Premier League 1-1 to Wolves. They then drew to Nottingham Forest away 2-2 last Saturday, and then drew in midweek to Gillingham in the Carabao Cup before exiting 6-5 on penalties in what was a shock in the Carabao Cup. So they're going to want a response, and also their luck's down and out at the moment, so confidence won't be high at Brentford. So City can grab an early goal, score first, put all the pressure onto them. I'm confident we can win this game. Now, Brentford have scored 21 goals in 14 Premier League games, conceded 24 in their 14 Premier League games. Compare that with Manchester City. 13 Premier League games City have played, scored 39, conceded 12, so averaging conceding just under 1 goal per game, and City averaging scoring 3 goals per game. Brentford averaging 1.5 goals per game and conceding just over 1.5 goals. So if I was to put an early score prediction out there, I would say 3-1, maybe 4-1 to Manchester City. My score prediction for today, by the way, is 3-1 to Manchester City. So the threats for Brentford, where are they? Well, let's speak about their main talisman, Ivan Toney. Played against Gillingham. I think he's going to be given the nod for Brentford here as well. He's their biggest attacking threat. He's good from the penalty spot, so be careful, Manchester City. No conceding stupid penalties like we did last weekend against Fulham. Also, they'll be targeting their set pieces. They'll be wanting to put quality balls into the box. They're probably going to know they're not going to create too many opportunities, so when they do create opportunities, Brentford will know that they have to put them opportunities away. Other dangers, Martin Damsgaard, he could start, and Moreno, he's a decent player. Looking towards their midfield, which I'm not too sure about. Let me read it and see what you guys think. So, Janelt, Jensen, Josh De Silva, they all started last weekend against Forest. Could be in contention to start in this game. Could also see players like Godos, Canos and Onyenka also start in the middle for Brentford for this game. Looking towards their defence, Ben Mee, former Manchester City man, he'll be Silva starting at the back along with Pinnock. We're going to see Rico Henry starting at left back and Ruslev starting at right back and David Raya starting in goal. I rate Raya, I think he's a good keeper. He was linked with Manchester City around 12 to 18 months ago. So there we go. Have Brentford, though, got the quality here to hurt Manchester City at the Etihad? I have my doubts. Now, Manchester City, we beat Chelsea midweek in the Carabao Cup 2-0. 7 changes for that game, so it does mean we've got some fresh legs for this game, including players like Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, who only did just over 40 minutes, and Manuel Akanji. Now, City will rotate their squad once more here. They will have their eyes on the World Cup with fitness levels, so I'm not expecting Kalvin Phillips to start. Kyle Walker's been called up to the England squad, so he may return to the bench to try and prove his fitness. We'll see. He had an operation on a groin injury just over a month ago. It's very quick recovery. You would think he's probably going to need another 2 to 4 weeks, so he might not be available for selection here and might not be available for England until maybe towards the latter stages of the World Cup, should England get there. And lastly, Joao Cancelo returns back from suspension after he was suspended for our match against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. It's only a 1-match ban, so he's back for this game. So I'm going to pop my team prediction up now for you guys. Ederson, I think, is going to be given the nod ahead of Ortega Moreno. Ortega Moreno, brilliant against Chelsea. I don't think he's going to get given the nod here. I think the stance from City is very clear. Ederson is our number one, and he'll be starting the competitive games, of course, for Manchester City. So Ortega Moreno will take over Ederson's reign should Ederson pick up an injury or want a break or is out of form, or in cup games where Ortega Moreno will be given the nod as well in the Champions League games that Man City have already got the job done, is where he'll be given the nod. So I reckon Ederson starts in goal. But it is a big call. Will it be Ederson or Ortega Moreno? I'm 99% sure it will be Ederson. Massive call if it goes for Ortega Moreno. We'll see. Now I reckon we'll go back to the back three, which will see Akanji on one side, or possibly John Stones on one side actually. On the right hand side, Ake on the other, and Akanji going through the middle. Cancelo being given the freedom alongside Rodri. Gundogan, De Bruyne making up Manchester City's midfield. Bernardo Silva could well centralise himself a little bit and put Cancelo further forward potentially, but I reckon it could be Bernardo on one side, Foden on the other, and I think Haaland's going to get given the nod here. I think he's going to be given the first half, 45 minutes, to showcase that he is over that foot injury and he is good to go. But ideally speaking, we'd want to give Haaland another break, and if Man City were playing in midweek or next weekend, then I'd suggest resting Haaland once more until he's fully over his injury. But this is the last chance we've got to see Erling Haaland. He's 95% good to go, so I don't think City will be over cautious with him, but I don't think they'll be too risky with him either. But I do think Haaland will start. I think he'll be given 45 minutes, and then in the second half Alvarez given 45 minutes, or vice versa. Alvarez starts and Haaland comes on for 45 minutes in the second half. We'll see other options from the bench. Could be Jack Grealish, Riyad Mahrez, Cole Palmer, Rico Lewis, Aymeric Laporte, Sergio Gomez, Ruben Diaz, Kalvin Phillips, Stefan Ortega Moreno. These are all options for Manchester City from the bench. We should have enough about ourselves to go and win this game. The question is, Fulham, we just about got over the line. We beat Chelsea. There's a theme here. Man City beating Cockney teams at home. Will we tear the Cockneys apart again? That is the question. Now, in terms of betting tips, both teams to score. The averages are suggesting this is going to be both teams to score, so that's my tip. I don't see this being a physical game, so I'm not going to touch the cards in this. I reckon if Haaland starts or gets more than 60 minutes, I can see him potentially getting a hat-trick, and I would back him for that. Brentford's defence could be broken open. We've got the quality to hurt them. We've got a striker who's in form, loves scoring goals, a Premier League top goal scorer. Give him enough time, he will score goals and he will score hat-tricks. If he's given an hour, I'd back Haaland for a hat-trick. Do wait until teams have been announced. I reckon if Alvarez starts, I could see him being a pretty good option for scoring any time in this game, as well as he is in fine form in front of goal. In particular, if Haaland isn't starting and Alvarez is, I'm almost certain Alvarez will score in this game. Now, moving on to my sponsor for today, Betmate. £5 entry fee. You can go and use code JSGC5 on sign up for a £5 free bet, which means you can enter this pot for free. The link is in the description, or use my QR code to download Betmate. This week's team that I've gone for is Ederson in goal. I've gone for John Stones and Ben Mee as my two centre backs. I've got De Bruyne as my vice captain captain alongside Phil Foden in the middle. And up top, I've got captain Erling Haaland and Alvarez. I've got all bases covered there. Any player that doesn't start in this game, I may change. I have up until 5 minutes before kickoff to change my team. So if any rotation is put in place, then I can change accordingly. But I wouldn't rule out Alvarez and Haaland being given 45 minutes apiece. So they could be two really good options. On the bench, I've got Riyad, Henry, Damsgaard and Bueno. Tony could be put on there as well. He potentially could start. I think if City go with Alvarez and no Erling Haaland and he's on the bench, which means Haaland's going to have at very most 45 minutes, I may choose to put Tony in place of Haaland. We'll see. If Haaland does start, I might keep Alvarez on there. We'll see. But do remember, if you are going to gamble, remember to gamble responsibly, and when the fun stops, stop. So let's go. Last match before the World Cup. Let's end it on a win. Let's go first again. Get pressure on to Arsenal, who are playing later on in the evening on Saturday away at Wolverhampton Wanderers. It's a 7:45 p.m. GMT kickoff time. City going first once more. Chance to put pressure on and get back to the top of the Premier League and see what Arsenal can do. Should Manchester City win this game against Brentford, then Arsenal must win to be top of the Premier League. The question is, who will be top of the Premier League by the time the Winter World Cup starts in just over a week's time? I'm hoping Manchester City. For that to happen, we must win this game. I will see you guys for the watch along of this game. The link will be out tonight to set your reminders for. I'm going to have tomorrow off due to personal reasons, so I'm getting everything sorted for the weekend today so I can have tomorrow off. Finally, just wanted to say a big congratulations to Kyle Walker, Kalvin Phillips, John Stones, Jack Grealish and Phil Foden, who have all been selected for England for their squad to head to Qatar for the World Cup. Just starts in just over a week's time. Wishing them the very best of luck. Will they bring it home? That is the question. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Plenty more football and Manchester City content to come. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Do leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 200 likes once more is the aim. Also, don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. And finally, big shout out to Betmate for sponsoring this preview once more. Go and check them out. All details, links and everything there in the description. And I'll see you all again Saturday midday for the watch along of this game between Manchester City and Brentford. Come on, let's do it. I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.